Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro informed the Brazilian people that if you turn into a crocodile, it's your problem. If you happen to live in Canada, though, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced that we got you covered.
Though I know I should be wary, still I venture someplace scary. Ghostly haunting, I turn loose. Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice!
Lá, na Pfizer, está bem claro lá no contrato, nós não nos responsabilizamos por qualquer efeito colateral. Se você virar virar um jacaré, é problema de você, pô.
So as we saw right there, Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro announced that basically Pfizer will take no responsibility for any of the side effects from the vaccine. Essentially, he had mentioned that if you turn into a crocodile, it's your problem. He also mentioned that if you gain superhuman abilities, as well as if you happen to be a lady, you grow a beard, or if you happen to be a gentleman, you happen to develop more of an effeminate voice. Now, he was joking, and he did have a certain level of levity, and again, apologies for my racism, but I do not speak Portuguese. So I did hear some people laughing there, but then again, if this was a sitcom, I would totally be laughing. He's the president of Brazil. Now, he has had a trying time. I do believe he was also stabbed during the campaign. A lot of these things happen. It's been a very interesting, fascinating, and horrific couple of years. But let's just pop into the article over here, because I said I was going to bring a little bit more levity to some stuff and things. So, and as we can see here, basically this is brought to us by IndianExpress.com. It was within the Google News and everything. Got to be fair. Now, if COVID vaccine turns you into a crocodile, Brazilian's president remarks trigger memes. And as we can see right here, here's one of the memes. So now, actually, I have a bit of an issue with this. Now, is the crocodile ascending into what appears to be the young lady? I apologize for assuming gender there. Or is she descending into a crocodile? All I really gotta say on that is, as a proud scaly, a member of the greater furry fandom, I don't really see a problem with this. Now, informed consent matters. This is extremely important here. Other criticism of the president of Brazil is he had mentioned he also wasn't planning on taking the vaccine. His thought process for that seemed to be, well, he already had it, so he has antibodies. Now, I can completely believe that. But apparently, if this is like other coronaviruses, yeah, you may gain temporary immunity, but then you kind of, I have heard of second infection. That's all I'm saying. Again, I am not a doctor, but they're mentioning that. He goes into this, and unfortunately, this, like many things, seems to have become political. As you can see here, he says, some people say I'm giving a bad example, but to the imbeciles, to the idiots that say this, I tell them, I've already got the virus. I have the antibodies, so why get vaccinated, he said in his defense. Now again, I am not a doctor. I don't believe he is either. It is a bad example. This is the thing. It's just, at the same time, it's like, all right, you are the leader of the country. Now, if you kept your specific health things there, I can understand, but a lot of folks want people to lead by example. But at the same time, basically, who also gets it first? Because there are a lot of folks that really are looking for this, especially a lot of frontline workers, and especially those at the highest risk, especially our elderly and everything. That's the thing. It's like this could be a death sentence to a lot of people that may have pre-existing mortalities. And this at the same time, seeing as we have seen some folks that happen to have allergic reactions and everything, this is out there. And again, these things do happen, but we need to be very careful about this as well. We've literally shut down a large majority of the world for going on about a year because of this. If you say it ain't serious, all I know is at one point in California, they're out of hospital beds. Right now in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, as of, I don't know, a day or so ago, we're down to 1,338 beds. Don't get into a car accident or have a heart attack. This is why it's difficult. My apologies for being a doubter. But people also have additional questions, such as why Pfizer's CEO will wait to get COVID vaccine. He says company executives won't cut the line. Now, here's the thing. Some folks say that if you tend to believe there might be issues with this, you're like, oh my God, he's avoiding it. And then again, at the same time, it's like, well, he goes over his demographics. He's 59 years old, in good health. I'm not working on the front lines, so my type is not recommended to get vaccination now. Because you're talking about the vaccination schedule, who gets it first, how does this work? There are people that are skeptical, and there are people that are literally dying to try to get this vaccine. Okay, maybe not literally. My apologies for over-embellishing there. But regardless of what happens here, no matter what, Prime Minister Trudeau, he has you covered. As we can see right here. Canada to implement its first National Vaccine Injury Compensation Program. This is brought to us by CTV News. Last article was from Business Insider, links in the doobly-doo below. Toronto, as part of Canada's vaccine rollout, the federal government has announced that anyone who experiences a severe adverse reaction to a COVID-19 vaccine will be eligible for compensation, a first in Canada's history. The no-fault program was announced Thursday as Canada gets ready to roll out the first of 7 new vaccines. Serious side effects are incredibly rare, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said in a press conference Thursday. In the very unlikely event of an adverse reaction, though, we want to make sure Canadians have fair access to support. So today I can announce that we are creating a federal program around vaccine safety for all Canadians and for all vaccines. This includes COVID-19 vaccines that will be rolled out soon. So, will that cost money? Well, if people get injured, sure. You also need the administrative support. At the same time, does that put a lot of people at ease? Yeah, because it shows the government is willing to put its money where its mouth is. This is the thing. I looked at some articles before. It's like, well, in the US, there's no guarantee. If it says there's no guarantee, it's like, okay, it might be extremely effective, but the sheer fact that there's not a guarantee, it kind of reminds me of, what was it, Tommy Boy? It's like, it's got to be on the box. Put it on the box. Either that, the person has to trust you. And unfortunately, we seem to have politicized a lot of this, which is now why we're essentially looking at crocodile memes and the end of the year and all this fun stuff. I'll roll you out with some squirrels, but thank you all for watching. Peace out, everybody. Be safe, and long live the elbow bump.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style.
Have you guys checked out the Memes of Destruction's channel? He's an interesting dude. I like him.